All right, the good old Monday live session for MFX full program clients, compounding course clients, close friends clients, and myself. I get to be here as well, so it's a lot of fun. I'll start taking questions now. Y'all just pop them in the chat or unmute your microphone and start talking, and we will start looking at some hopefully lovely, lovely stuff. Starting off with Justin here. Justin says, "Hey Nick, seems like a good chance with the rejections off my zones." Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't see enough price history to see if this is a clear enough zone, but right now, looks like it's still trying to go down. Haven't broken these lows yet, so that's good for your buy. If it starts getting above like these highs right here, and it doesn't swipe straight down, if it gets above those highs and kind of holds above and does some shit like that, this will probably be good. We've got a bunch of scary shit here, bro. RSI, ATR, moving averages. I'm getting kind of nervous, bro. Getting analysis paralysis fear. You said I've been getting this so wrong, so wait for it. Not at all. I would just take everything off the chart, bro, and I just draw like a clear zone above and below price. Like if I was going to AU, yeah, well, for one, I think it's going down. And this fucking bitch, we closed this in profit on Friday. This would have gone to the target last night. Yeah, I'm a fucking genius. There you go. This would have been, the count would have got to 100K off this one trade alone because there was two. No, there wasn't two trades. All right, wouldn't be to the growth target, but still be very close to the growth target already this morning. Had I not been a pussy bitch and closed on Friday. All right, so oh yeah, that Tesla trade I called is doing pretty nice. I think the position's up 5%. Yeah, almost 6% from where I entered it. So I'm holding until 300, trying to. I don't know if we'll go to 300, but that's where I'm holding. And it's my only Tesla trade. Last week, Sebastian, you saw me FOMO into Nvidia, and I made $1,000 off that in like 3 hours, and then I just fucking closed it. Brandon, what was the reason for closing AU? Brandon, are you in the close friends group? I'm just curious. You may not be. I was just curious. You in the close friends group or nah? No, you're not. Oh yeah, okay. Sweet. Well, here's why I closed it. 10 a.m. I was like closing AUD here. That was that. I put no momentum. That's the reason. And momentum was spelled wrong. No momentum. I entered and it went to profit, back to break even, profit, break even, profit, break even, profit, came back close to break even, and then started looking like it was going to try to make higher lows. I was like, all right, if this shit was going to go into profit and it was going to be easy, from right here, it should have just gone. All of this back and forth swinging, it was just really patchy. There was nothing showing me that other people were actually selling as well and entering a lot of sells and closing a lot of buys and causing price to drop. It was just kind of patchy. So I had to excuse myself with the terrible fucking trading day on Friday, having only made half of 1R. And so I said, this guy's a fucking complete joke. This Nick can barely trade. What a complete and total catastrophe, a complete train wreck, folks. That's Nick Sean for you guys. Let me know if that helps, Brandon. Justin said, so the reason for the down would be based on the price action coming into the zone. I think we're talking about AU here. The reason for down, bro, I don't know where it's going to go at now per se. I wouldn't be surprised if it bounced here. I don't think it will, bro. I think this daily zone is going to have it's going to have a bigger drop. Maybe not all the way down to there. Maybe something just like that. But here's the thing. For now, price is pulling back. It's in this little pullback phase or whatever. Even if this was a clear zone, let's just say this was a super fucking crazy clear zone. It's not, in my opinion. We haven't really had big bounces or interactions at it. Let's just say price comes here and this is a big zone. If you entered whenever it first came here and bounced up and you got yourself into a little buy right there or something like that, I would probably be getting kind of sketched out and probably closing it, just because if this is a clear zone, which it's not, but if it was in the case that you are trading off a really clear zone, it bounced, came back to break even, bounced, came back to the zone, bounced up, tried to make a new high, failed, came back to the zone, bounced, made a lower high. Now we're back at the zone. This is the kind of shit that happens when something not good happens, usually. Very rarely, meaning like less than 20% of the time, in my opinion, if we're talking statistics, not very often does price go sideways forever. And then after going sideways forever, just have a nice move up. Normally some fuckery happens, bro. Some good old chivalrous fuckery. And what will normally happen is price will kind of tinker off down here, break the zone, liquidity spike back up, test, and then continue up. So even if you're right about the upwards move, you get stopped out, or you get hedged, or you get something fucks up, or it just does. Usually what happens is it just goes sideways until it breaks the zone. And then after the break, the momentum just carries it straight down, or it'll break the zone, pop back up near it or to it, make a lower high right there at the zone. So it's pretty much a break and retest, and it continues down. That's what happens when price ranges sideways at a zone. A wise bald man on YouTube once yelled in a YouTube video, the more a support or resistance zone is tested, the less likely it is to be respected. And in this case, my good friend Justin, this zone is getting tested a lot. And so this zone is less likely to be respected a lot. So don't test me, bro. Respect me. That's the takeaway from this call. Justin, thank you for taking the time, mate. Helps me. Yeah, okay. You're welcome, man. All right. Well, we'll open up to more questions. Y'all can hop on the microphone and pop your questions in the chat. I'm here to help, maybe, if I can help. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go and look through charts. Here we go. Got JH here. Hey, Nick, I have a question about your trading journey. I'm afraid it's not trading. I'm afraid if it's not trading related, no, it's okay. Have you tried different business models or different money-making model and suddenly found trading is the way to go? Yes, I tried network marketing in 2016. I experimented with a couple other different options. Like one was like an e-commerce type thing. It was similar to e-commerce, not completely e-com, but like selling things for a profit, going and buying things for cheap, selling them for more. So I guess it was pretty much e-com. But I found trading was really, really simple. I liked the fact that if I learned how to do it, all I needed was like a computerized device, like a phone or a computer, and an internet connection. And I don't have to fucking talk to anyone except my broker. Maybe I have to argue with them to get my withdrawal. But, you know, I don't have to talk to anyone. I don't have to fucking sell anything to anyone. I don't have to do anything. I liked that fact that I could just make money and then just, you know, live my fucking life. And just, yeah, I thought that was really sexy. So that's why I decided on trading, because I was like, everything else is a skill set I have to learn. But with ecom, there's like returns and defective products and people angry and then chargebacks and all this bullshit. With trading, it's just predict which way the market's going to fucking go and try to make a little bit more when you're right versus what you lose when you're wrong. It's just a game of like risk management, essentially. So that's why I stuck with trading. Number two, during your journey, I'm pretty sure you empty your account a few times like other guys. How do you stay in this game? I lost $8,000 and blew, I don't know how many accounts. It was a bunch of accounts. I blew a bunch of accounts going into into my trading journey. So throughout the whole year, beginning of the year 2016 all the way to the end of the year. Then in 2017, after doing my taxes and realizing I can only write off like $3,000 of loss per year, I was like, wow, I lost fucking $8,000. So I was like, shit. So I stopped trading live, and then I just started trading on a demo account, tracked my trades, and I just stuck in the game, bro. The simple reason I stuck through all this shit was just asking myself, like, what's the alternative? If I stop trading, what's the alternative? I can go to school, I can get a fucking degree, I can go be a cop in Dallas like I was gonna be. If you're a doctor, it's like fucking 12 years of schooling in total, plus your residency or whatever, and then all the experience, and then you only make like $250,000 a year, which you can live off that very easily, but it's not like you're not gonna be fucking crazy wealthy. You'll have money, but yeah. So I was like, man, trading, the way I approached it was, I'm gonna figure this shit out, or I'm gonna be found dead on the side of the road that leads to the top of the Pip Mountain. So I just decided essentially I just wasn't really going to give up. I didn't have a plan B. I didn't want a plan B. I didn't care to do anything else. I was just like, I'm just going to figure out how to do trading and just try plan A over and over again in different ways until it works. So that's how I kept it. Charlie says EG question mark. Charlie, that's a fucking terrible question. I'm going to reiterate here just for the people that are just coming into this call, because it looks like we're almost 70 people now. Whenever you ask me a question, please be specific. No shit like, what do you think of NZD CAD, Nick? Like, be specific. Say, like, Charlie, if you want to know what I think of Euro GBP, just share your TradingView link to your chart image and then share what your analysis is and say, I think EG is going to go up because of XYZ. Then you can ask me, what do you think of this? Then that gives me more context. If you just fucking EG, that's a very, very lazy fucking question. Like, do your own work first and then ask me what I think. That way I can review it. It's more useful too. Way more useful. Roland says, in the case that you just mentioned with AUD USD, would you be looking to sell at that support zone? Break and retest? No, this was not an actual zone. I was just using this for the sake of an example to share to Justin, but that's not an actual zone in my opinion. There's like a pop-up right there, and then it's kind of stopping right here. But this looks bullshitty. Yeah. Let me just pop this in the Telegram for a second. Roland says, in reference to my question, alternatively, or would you just leave it alone for clear direction? Yeah, I'd leave it alone, man. Marcos has been waiting for this all day. My alert just went off. Nice double bottom. Cool, Marco. Good shit, bro. Keep it up, man. And JH says, thanks, Nick. I do really appreciate that your answer encouraged me. Let me try my best and grinding again. Yeah, go grind, JH. Roland, yes, if that was a clear zone on AU, then yeah. Just fucking remove everything from this chart. All right. Douglas Levin says, I had a question on closing trades with the new approach. Let me know and I can unmute to ask my question. Go for it, my bro.
All right, thanks, Nick. So I understand about adding to winning trades, but when you're losing, I assume some of this is intuition, some of this is looking at a lot of things that you gain experience from. But I've seen on some of your trades when you're making it, you're not letting it get to the end bell. What are some of the things that you're looking for to close the trade early, basically to cut it and just move on? Because I saw that a lot of them, you only had like say $100 loss or 500 instead of if you're risking say 3,000 or something along those lines. So if you can kind of go into some of that.
Absolutely, bro. So I'm going to answer your question directly, and then I'm going to answer your question with a question. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right, sweet. So the answer directly is, it depends, man. It's fucking magic. It's aliens, bro. Like, nobody knows why you close a trade early or not. So yeah, the answer is it depends on the context, like you've already suggested. Now, we're going to go to a little example here. Now, let's say price is moving upwards. There's a nice clear support resistance zone right here, and you think it's going to go up, so you think it's a buy. Before you even do the analysis, right, you think that it's likely to move from here to here based on whatever combination of technical analysis, skill set, price action, whatever. So you have this little arrow thing on your chart, think it's going to move from here up to here to make a higher high. Fair enough?
Sounds good.
Sweet. So you enter a trade. Now, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and all you have to do, my sweet friend Douglas, is you just have to reply yes or no. So let's begin. Now, you enter this trade, and it starts moving up into profit. Would you feel like closing there in profit?
No.
Okay. It moves into more profit. Would you feel like closing there in profit?
No.
All right. It moves into more profit. Would you feel like closing there?
No.
It moves into more profit and hits your profit target. Would you feel like closing there?
Yes.
Yeah, you don't have a fucking choice, bro. Your profit target's already hit. You're already going to the bank. You're already withdrawing the cash and going to the club to spend it on hookers and blow.
Well, you gotta spend it somewhere.
Yeah, maybe not. Anyway, so now we'll do the alternative, bro. You enter a trade, it bounces into profit. Would you close it?
No.
Okay. It comes back to just touch the support level. Would you close it?
No.
Okay. Tries to go back up. Then it starts coming back to the support level and it's here again. Would you close it?
Not yet.
Ooh, a little bit of hesitancy that I sniff. I smell bitch, bro. I smell a little bit of reluctancy. You're a little bit not as convinced it's going to go up, aren't you?
Correct.
Yeah, a little bit, but not to the point you close it yet. Okay. So it tries to go up, it cracks the previous highs, then it comes back to test and it starts to bounce, but then it comes back to the support level. Would you do anything here?
I might close at that point.
You might close it at that point. Okay, it's cool. So some people might close it right there. I would have probably closed at some point during all this bullshit. And let's say for some reason you stay in and then price starts doing this and then it does that. Would you, if you weren't already out, would you close there? I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I close.
Yeah, fucking pussy. No, I'm just playing. I would close there too. And in this case, so you're closing, this would be about what, a fourth of a loss, maybe 25% the way to the stop loss.
Mm-hmm.
What we've just done is we entered a trade. We had an original nice plan for this trade. Like this was your baby, this was your kid, you raised them, they were going to go to college and be a doctor. But then it ended up just kind of not fucking working out. And based on what price action did, you made a contextually appropriate, subjective, discretionary decision to exit the position early because you no longer were convinced that the initial outcome is going to play out. Do you understand what I just said?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. So essentially, it's just watching price action and asking yourself, like, all right, what the fuck do I think is actually going to happen? Do I really think this is still going to play out, or is it kind of being a pain in the ass? And then based on the answer to that question, what do I think the outcome is likely to be? At any point through the duration of the time the trade is elapsing and playing out, you can choose to close early and profit, break even, or loss. And oftentimes, I mean, I'm not saying you get it right every time, but most of the time as you get better at this, you'll be able to do this and you'll be able to exit way before your inval. And if your inval is nice and far, like this, I mean, if you just hit your 1R targets, but most of your losses are 1/4 to 1/2 of the actual risk, the stop loss is almost just there as kind of a fucking like emergency, just in case. But really, you probably won't get it hit very often unless you're one of those smart money order block liquidity traders that get risk rewards like this. Then you're going to get stopped out all the fucking time. So fuck that. But if you're doing it like this and keeping everything nice and simple and then just watching price action, this gives you a way to select the appropriate lot size and decide the appropriate risk and not smothering your trades to the point where you're like freaking out if it goes into a little bit of drawdown. But you're able to make a contextually appropriate decision. And this example and line of questions should help answer your question better about what do you look for whenever you're getting out of a trade early. Did this serve you and help you?
Yes, it was very helpful. Thank you.
All right, bro. Sweet. Good question by Douglas. I like questions like that. And Douglas stepped up to the fucking plate. He got on the microphone. He told me, he was like, Nick, you let me know whenever you're ready. And I'm hopping on the mic. He stepped up to the plate. Let's go to the next question here. JD says, hi, Nick. I think CJ looks bearish. All right, I'm assuming you're meaning CAD JPY. You correct me if I'm wrong. CAD JPY is what I'm going to go to. Sorry, I'm still waking up, guys. I'm still finishing my coffee. CAD JPY. Oh, I'm a genius. You already put your fucking screenshot here. So I think it looks bearish, bro. But that's it. You say potential setup, but could take a while to drop. Your thoughts? Yeah, I think it looks bearish. My friend JD. Here's why I think it's kind of weird though. For one, we were just kind of ranging here. Price, you okay? Price made a lower low, and it popped up to retest this and test it as resistance, and then made a lower low. But then for some weird fucking wacky reason, we're back to this zone. If price was going to continue down, it would have maybe made a lower high right there and then gone, but that's not the case. We're now pulling back almost 100% of the previous impulse down. We've pulled back almost 100%. It's not really invalidated unless it breaks this zone and this high, because that's what you based your trade on. So I wouldn't like freak out unless it breaks the high. Then I'd probably start liquidating the position, removing either partial losses or just close the whole thing in loss. So it's not the worst thing in the world and it's not invalidated, but it's a little bit less likely to work now because if the momentum was going to continue, it would have made this lower low, popped up, maybe made a lower high right there, turned over, and then just continue this nice little downwards direction. The fact that it's coming all the way into the zone, it's just a little bit less likely to work out. So yeah, it's still, I still think it's going to go down, but I think that if you look at the big picture, this shit could really pull back, like somewhere like up to there before going down, and it would still be perfectly valid. So that's why you kind of have to do a little bit. You have to put on your Sherlock Holmes hat and just get your pipe out and do a little bit of introspective like investigation. Let me know if this helps, JD. Justin says, does anyone know if it's possible to get actual human help support in TradingView? I'm not sure, bro. I hope you're able to get help you're looking for. If you can describe what's going on, Justin, I maybe could possibly help you. I'm not sure, but I don't know if you can get on your microphone. All right, I'm assuming you can't get on your microphone, so we'll continue the next question. Justin S says, "Hi Nick. So in the context of my previous crappy so in the context of my previous crappy this was another I've been watching. Would this make more sense as I can see some good rejection? Is it at a better, hopefully, zone? What more rejection would you wait for? H4 has a good candle and H1 is popping up but not happy. Okay, let's see. Bro, I can't see if this is a zone because there's just one price right here. So it means I have to venture out into my own GBP CAD chart, go to the 4-hour chart and scroll out. Yeah, it looks good. It's more like a daily, weekly zone, bro. But yeah, that's a good zone. That's fine. Have some nice respect. It's nice and thick. Yeah, this screenshot's way too far. But yeah, it looks fine. The trade's set up nicely. You've set it up. Yeah, this looks fine, man. It's a good support resistance trade. Especially if the daily candle closes like that, you'll be good. If you could get a 4-hour candle closing like this right here and breaking that low, which it already is, and the candle closes in 28 minutes, that'll be super sexy. The 1 hour, yeah, it's fine. Tried to make a high, tried to pull back here, made a higher low, then tried to make a higher high, but failed. And now we've cracked that low. So yeah, this is looking good for a sell, bro. It's looking good, man. I'm waiting for it to pull back, and then I'm looking to selfishly get long. If it can start kind of fucking around here and bouncing, then I'm going to look to get long. This could very well continue selling off the daily zone, though. So that's why I'll be watching what it does. All right. So that's that. Let me know if that helps. Justin S. Oh, thank you. You said thanks. You're welcome. JH says, and JD said thank you. You're welcome, man. JH says, let's say my setup was 1-to-1 risk reward and I hit the take profit and I'm suddenly shooting more. Shooting for more? I'm totally happy my setup hit the take profit, but in my mind, I'm like, I just missed a chance to triple my reward. What do you do when this thing happened? When the chart is rocketed after hit TP? Well, you can't really do anything, bro. You kind of feel like you have a tiny dick. And you probably do. I'm just playing. There's nothing you can do, bro. It's all coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? I had my AU trade that I closed in profit like right here on Friday. That shit went all the way to the final target, bro. This shit would have been like $10,000 of profit. Instead, bro, I'm having to survive here on fucking peanuts, bro. With this AU trade, I only made $1,700, dude. That's the fucking payment on the Porsche GT4. That only covers one of my car payments, dude. That it's hard sometimes, bro. It's a hard life. It's tough. It's a tough market. So there's nothing you can do. Good shit, bro. But yeah, there's nothing you can do. You're welcome, man. Yeah, he said thank you. You're welcome. All right. I got on a live session with Nick and I asked him a question. He said I had a tiny dick.
That's right.
Hope you've been well, brother. Yeah, you're welcome, man. No problem. All right, y'all. Pretty great questions this morning. Some good discussions, some good learning environments. We all feel very safe and comfortable asking questions. We have some live sessions. I start fucking yelling. Start yelling and arguing with the support and resistance zones. And then like there was one time GBP CAD and GBP JPY started fighting on the chart, and I had to fucking break up a fight between them. We've had some crazy live sessions before. This one's pretty diplomatic and politically correct for the most part. All right, well, I'm going to start doing my own analysis then for the day, and we will see. I was considering longing EU. I still think she's going to go up, but it's been kind of flattening out, so I think I'll leave it alone for now. Niku, nice chart. I'm going to wait to see if you type up your analysis or something. If you're just sharing your chart, cool. But if you have a specific question, I'll just wait for you to finish typing. So AU, I think, is going to go down. GBP CAD, Euro AUD. Shit, EA went up last night. Euro CAD. All right, Niku says yes. So as per entry, I see gold going down, and you confirmed you see euro going up. Cool, bro. I don't do all this like demand and point of interest, break of supply, support, break of structure. I don't know. I just plus these are it's such a small fucking zone. Like price could just whip past it and hit your stop loss and continue going down. Ignore those, please. Ignore those. It's all over your fucking chart, bro. Ignore them. How can I ignore them? I don't know, bro. I don't really see a trade here, but that's just me. And remember, I'm only right half the time, so my analysis is not even that important. All that matters is your risk structure. It looks like you do, in fact, have a risk structure, which is good. And as long as you have a risk structure and you're managing and entering your trades in a contextually appropriate way, then yeah, it's all fine. Yeah, it's weird, bro. So you think XAU USD is going to go down? I think Euro USD. I don't fucking know. I thought this was going to go up like on Friday. And then last night I thought it was going to go up. And this morning I still kind of think it's going to go up, but it's had all these chances. Like, look at this shit, bro. It went up, tried to make a new low, failed, popped up, made a higher low, tried to make a high, but failed. Pulled back. This was last night. I thought it was going to go right there, but it didn't. Looks like it pulled all the way back to the zone again. Tried to make a new high, barely crossed the high, but then failed. Now we pulled back here. We may be making a higher low from here, or we may just be fucking through this zone and just going down. So I don't know, bro. I'm just, this is a very easy way out of this, bro. It's a very easy way out of this for all of us. I'll show you guys. It's in a fucking range. AUD USD though looks more reliable, especially since we got that momentum from the daily. Is probably a bunch of fucking people selling right there. Some people will say, but it's at a support resistance zone, Nick. This isn't that clear to me. It's fucked around here a little bit in the past, but it's not something like that where it's so fucking obvious that even your dog can get to the chart and your dog's like, woof. You're like, hey, Butch, is this a zone? And your dog's like, woof. And you're like, yeah, see, I knew it. You said, Nick, said, yes, that's why I don't feel comfortable taking the trade and just confirming with the master. The master. Thanks, bro. Good shit, man. Yeah, I think AU might go down. I think EU might go, I don't know. Could go up, could go down. And gold, I don't fucking know at all, bro. Keep in mind, most of the time I look at charts, y'all, I have no clue what's going to happen. That's like most trades. It's like most charts. I look at the chart and I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. I'm gonna go ahead and take a trade on AU. Let me go check, see what fucking news we have first. We diving balls deep into an AU trade 5 minutes before a major news event. The economic calendar. So we've got Aussie news, we've got RBA meeting minutes, in 12 hours. So that is literally for the AUD. I think it's worth a shot. I'm going to go small risk on this by using a big invalve. And that target looks, it's 100 pips. It's, I want to say reasonable, but you know, I don't really know anymore, brother. Y'all keep in mind, I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. All right, 113 pips invalidation. So let's go ahead and throw that in here. Let's go ahead and just throw that in there. The position size calculator. We got us here some AUD USD. The account size is 69. I'm gonna swap with money. $10,000 risk per trade. The stop loss, what's the stop loss? 116 pips. 113. Close enough. All right. 8.62 lots. I'm gonna use like 8.5 lots then. All right. 8.5 lots, and I'll put a alert just above this high in case we break. Oh shit, I should probably actually enter the goddamn trade before I call it out, shouldn't I?
Turns out Nick never enters the actual trades. He just puts them in this thing.
That's what most signals guru does. They just show the trading view screenshot. I'm like, did you take the fucking trade, bro? They're like, yeah. It's like, okay, well then let's see it. And they're like, oh, it's private. I'm like, what? You call your trades live for the fucking world to see. What do you mean it's private?
Also, it's a terminal. It's not like there's any private information on it.
As long as you don't show the accounts and like sometimes the name, people don't want to show the name on it, and that's okay. Some people don't want to show their tax returns. Sometimes people don't want to show people naked pictures of themselves. It's okay to have some privacy in the world, but
well, does MT5 display the name? It doesn't.
MT5 does, bro. I'm looking. My name is displayed right here, bro.
Really?
Yeah, bro. If you name your account, and sometimes it's in like the name of a holdings account, like if I'm trading through an entity, it'll be in the name of the holdings account, and sometimes I don't want the holdings account to be seen. So there's a bunch of different ways that things can get fucked up. So I understand if people want a reasonable expectation of privacy, I understand that. But like, I think if you're fucking sharing your trades live, you should show people the actual terminal that you're. That's just me, though. I could be wrong or crazy. But yeah, I just believe if you're gonna be a guru and you're gonna call your trades live, you should put your money where your mouth is. You should call your trades out live and show everything. That way, there's no fucking shit like saying, like, oh, I closed AU here before it went into a huge drawdown. How do people know if you actually, for one, took the trade in the first place? Number two, how do they know that you actually closed it where you said you closed it? Because what if you call it like an hour afterwards and say, hey guys, I closed AU here. That's some fucking sketchy shit. That's why I do everything live, the screenshot, the analysis, the term. It's just all there. So there's no fucking question. Everyone can just look and say, yep, that's what Nick did. Niku says that's why you're in profits always. I'm not in profits always, bro. I have losing streaks like everyone else. I had a fucking month in April where every week was losing. I said except the third week I think was break even. But every other than that, I lost like 20K that month. I have losing streaks too. Y'all will see me have a losing streak. I may seem like a hero when I'm on my winning streak and everybody loves me. I'm the fucking hero, but I am certainly the villain when I'm on a losing streak. There's people that are like, man, this fucking guy, like I thought he could trade. It's just been back-to-back losses. This is bullshit. This fucking guy sucks at trading. Like, you know, I've been there, bro. It's just a part of the game. You're gonna have ups and downs, you know, this and that, back and forth, blah, 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 all this bullshit. It's all just a part of the game. It's all just part of the game, brother. going to try to add as soon as this moves into profit. Invalidation is far enough to where the difference between entering here versus adding. Shit, let me see. Getting some quick profits here. The difference between here and here won't be that big of a deal. So pretty nice. Ola, your microphone's on.
Oh, sorry.
All good, bro. Niku says true, but taking this to wider time frame like 1 year, that May or April is peanuts. Yeah. Yeah, when I have losing streaks, keep in mind the losing streaks are fine. I'm good with them. I'm just happy to be profitable in the fucking first place. Just honestly, because I barely make, you know, like I'm barely profitable, but I am wildly profitable. And since I do it at scale and make a fuck ton of money. But the losing, like that, the April that I had a losing streak where I had a down month, that was the first month in 15 fucking months that I've had a losing month. Which is, you gotta understand, this is wild. Even hedge funds, they average 2 to 3 down months or break even or losing months per year. And that's just typically me, honestly. I typically average 2 to 3 down months or break even months per year. So this year I've had one. We're halfway through roughly. So I'm just gonna gulp and like wipe the sweat from my forehead and just hope that, you know, I don't have like a fucking complete shit rest of the year. When I'm on winning streaks though, I make so much fucking money. I'm making like 50 to 75 to 100 grand a month sometimes between crypto, FX, and stocks. It's just so good. And then when I lose, I don't even really consider it losing. Like say I have a month where I make like 50K in a month, right? And then that happens like month after month after month. And then I have 1 month where I lose like 17 grand, like in April. It's not that big of a deal. I'm chilling. I'm good. I'm worshiping the altar of profitability and just praying that the win streak comes. McDonald's money. Yeah. Be it known, y'all will see me have losing streaks again, just like fucking everyone. The difference between me and your favorite guru on YouTube is because your favorite guru, aside from me, probably doesn't show it. They probably just don't talk about it. So you see, though, they're living in a mansion, they're taking pictures in front of private jets and helicopters and Rolls Royces and Lambos and da-da-da-da-da-da. And you never really see them losing. And you're like, you get in your head, you think like, oh shit. They just don't fucking lose, bro. Forex trading millionaire. You just don't lose if you're a millionaire Forex trader. The reality is everyone fucking has losing streaks. Sometimes it's only a day or a week long. Other times it's fucking month or 2 months or 10 years. I've had a 10-year losing streak. I'm just kidding. But still, it should be a reasonable expectation that you will have winning streaks and losing streaks. The standard deviation of your results will be scattered between the mean average of your statistical probability of making money. So, yeah. Can you define a losing streak? Yeah. So taking like, I'd say, let's say 3 or more trades in a row. That's what I'd call a losing streak. Technically, if you don't close, you don't lose. Yeah. If you don't close until your account is your stop loss. So if you don't close, you don't lose. So if you just never close a loss, you never took a loss. Justin said, you say that last down month about a month ago? This was like 3 months ago, bro. This was in April. So was your first in 15 months? What was that about 15 months? Yeah. So Justin, the thing was, is I had a win streak since like October of 2021. Like it was crazy, bro. It was something fucking wild. It was like October, November, December of 2021. But we had counted it because then I had a win streak for like 3 months. Then I started Close Friends, and then we went for like a year profitability or almost a year. Yeah, and then but it was 15 months. I'd calculated it all out. Like I hadn't had a down month since like the end of the year 2021. And so whenever we did that, I was like, shit, this is like my first fucking losing month. I forgot what it was like to have a losing month because I was so used to fucking winning. But yeah, I had a 15-month back-to-back win streak. And then yeah, in April, I just, fucked up. Some fucking guy claimed to know what the fuck I'm doing. And then I have had a losing streak, so it is what it is. Let's see. Niku, that's the arrogance I like. What are y'all talking about? I've already forgot what the context is. Justin said, what was your college degree in, Nick? My college degree was almost in criminal justice. I have 2 classes to get my bachelor's degree. If I ever want to go back to UT Arlington, I can get my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And then I can be a I could be a police officer part-time or something. I don't know. I don't have the fucking time. It'd be fun, but I don't have the time. So, yeah, that's what it was. So AUD USD is moving into profit. I'm going to be looking to add right here. This will be a healthy adding point. About 14 pips in profits. That'll give us some space for spreads and everything. If the momentum continues, cool. But if the momentum does not continue, then we're just gonna go and find where AUD USD lives, and we're just gonna beat the living shit out of AUD USD for not going into profit. So y'all grab your pitchforks and torches if AUD USD starts reversing. And look, Euro USDC. This is the value of intuition. I could have taken buys on Friday, but I didn't. Later in the day, Friday, and I didn't. Last night, and I didn't. It still would have gone up a little bit, but now I'll be back at break even. And then just this morning when I woke up like a couple hours ago, I had literally a perfect entry for a pullback to hopefully trade the breakout, but I didn't. Intuition is a valuable skill set. And you only learn it through experience. So all of you should stop obsessing over trying to 100% duplicate black and white in absolute terms somebody's trading system. Instead, just learn, get experience, be chill about it, stretch, sit back, have a cigar, have a cup of tea, and just watch everything for a while and just let the experience teach you. That is the only way you'll develop the skill set of knowing what would be the best decision to do at that given moment. You only get that through experience. You can bald people on YouTube that claim to be millionaire Forex traders yelling at you, that can only get you so far. And you need that. You need to have someone yell at you in like a BDSM type thing to Robin says, I'm currently down $250 hedging on GBP AUD, initially set to risking $100, but failing to turn the ship around. What do you think about GA and how I should try to steer the ship into a small loss? Well, here's what the answer is always going to be before I even look at the chart. The answer will always be wait until price does something to where you think that you know where the next move is likely to go, and you can execute that move with a controlled risk structure. So essentially, it's just wait till you see a setup and then manage at the setup. So what do I think AUD is going to do? GBP AUD is going to do? It looks to me like it's going to go up. I know this is so fucking vague and broad. It's a combination of the fact that the direction overall has been up. We had a big pullback, bounced off this. This appears to be a major enough support level. It's kind of like arched right here. It's kind of like moving upwards, but it's still bounced off all these lows and we're continuing up. I think it's more than likely that price is going to continue up to these previous highs, especially because I don't consider that a clear resistance zone, but let's just say it is for a second. Even if it is, we've tried over and over and over to reverse here, but price just continues to try to like have some upwards momentum. So I think, I think it's perfectly logical. GBP 80 is going to continue up. What you could do, this is not financial advice. I have no clue what I'm doing. This is for entertainment purposes only. You should consult a licensed financial services provider. But with that being said, if you entered like right here, you got net long somehow, maybe close some sells and loss or just somehow get net long to where you have a risk structure where you're going to re-hedge if it cracks underneath these lows right here. If you're hedged and your position sizes are too heavy, you'll have to retain the hedges, and then you'll have to just put a new position in at a new position size and then treat it like its own dedicated specific trade. And then the idea would be if you get a bounce here and it goes up to these previous highs, you'll use the profits from that trade to roll out of the losses and potentially even break even or profit from the losing trades. So if you believe it's going to go up, you should buy. And if you believe it's going to go down, you should sell. That sounds so fucking retarded. Shit, man. I'm hoping Tesla can fucking get up here to 300 today. Let me know if you got more questions, Robin. If you can hop on your microphone, I can help you more. When it's just you and me personally talking in private in front of 73 participants in the Zoom session. Y'all have had some great questions this morning. It's always good. Who in here is learning some new shit? If you've learned some new shit, say I in the chat. Let me know. I want to learn how many fucking people are learning some shit here. All right, let's do some counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, yeah, so 30 people and counting. That's good. At least some of y'all are learning some shit. I learn some new shit every now and then too. Believe it or not. I learn to be less of a dumbass every day. JH said, collected data about reason for entering and result about that entry. Now it's time to extract blueprint. Could you elaborate this part? Hop in your microphone.
Yeah, here.
What do you mean?
So, as your YouTube video say, I just collect the data. What's the reason I entered the trade, and how's the result about that entry? And I made an Excel sheet to see what works for me and what doesn't work for me, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it's time to,
hold on.
yes.
Get closer to your microphone and try to talk a little bit slower. It was kind of breaking up.
Okay, sorry. What about now? It's okay.
Yeah, just talk a little bit slower.
Yes. So I collect the data about when I enter the trade and what's the result about that entry. So I made an Excel sheet, so which one is work for me and which one doesn't. So it's time to extract what's good works for me. Like, so I can only do what works for me.
Yeah.
So which I don't know. Yeah, I just love here. Yeah.
What?
I just love here. So I know which one works for me and which one doesn't work for me. So I need to do more what works for me, right?
Yeah.
But
what
even yeah.
you said you just love here? I couldn't understand what that. What did you say?
Sorry, 1 second. Oh, my AC is super loud. Sorry.
It's okay. I can hear you fine. It just sounds kind of muffled. Kind of. Yeah, it's hard for me to hear what you say. What is your question? What would you like me to? What action would you like me to take?
Okay, so when you do the same thing, so you did exact same thing when you're not profitable, correct?
Yeah.
And how did you use the data to make you profitable?
Oh, I just look. It was in the notes section of my phone. I just had a screenshot for the entry and a screenshot for the exit, and then I would just put a little sentence in about why I took the trade and what happened. What I would do is I would just scroll through them at the end of every week. It would usually be like a Friday evening or like a Saturday. I would sit, I'd have coffee, and I just scroll through it all, and I just look and I just kind of notice things. I'd be like, okay, I've seen this for the past 3 weeks. If I enter a trade after a big spike, normally if I try to short that, it just keeps fucking running against me. So if there's big spikes, just stay away from fucking trying to short the market. Shit like that. So here's something you can do. Now that's what I did to answer your question. Let me show you what you could do, which should probably be easier.
Yeah.
All of you take notes. Everybody pay attention. This is some super high level expert millionaire trader shit. So go into Discord. Y'all are already in here. Y'all by default have to be in there to have gotten the Zoom link to do this call. So all of you fuckers have Discord, all 77 of you, including myself. Go into Discord, create a new server just for you. Just for you. If you don't know how to do this, YouTube it. Go YouTube it. Create a new server, make it private. You're the only member. And then essentially just do exactly what I do. Like if you're going to take a trade, just put here in the server. It's only you and it's one channel. It's not complicated. You just grab the link to the chart image, post it in the server, and then if you want, you could put screenshots of your trades. If you manage something, if you close it early, or if you close half the trade in profit or whatever, just post an update, post a screenshot. This gives you a time-stamped record of every little thing you did. And then if you've got little notes along the way that you want to do, just type in like, didn't like the way price action was looking. Hopefully you'll put it in like proper English instead of that. But you can put little notes along the way. And then all you have to do, JH, is you just have to fucking scroll through it at the end of the week. And then as you scroll through it, start making notes in the server about like, okay, week 3 recap. Maybe don't short the market when it's fucking ripping up with huge bullish candles. I'll pause so you can talk.
Okay.
That's how I would do it going forward. We had a client suggest this like 2 weeks ago.
Yep. Nick, you okay?
Yeah, no,
Oh, okay.
my mom just texted me some shit. I couldn't hear it. Did
Okay.
you say something?
No, if you're okay.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Okay.
Thank you for your concern. Yeah. So does that help?
Yes, thank you so much.
Good deal, bro. If you start that Discord server, and you want me to peep it, after a week or two, let me know and I'll peep, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. Cheers, man. All right. A guy says, I'm learning that if ADUSD went down, that doesn't mean it should reverse up. It can keep going down. Bro, it's fucking genius, man. You know what I've learned is, like, why is my camera out of focus? We pay too much. This whole setup is like $9,000 for all this shit. The camera better fucking be in focus. Beat the shit out of this camera. So what we've all learned is that when you look at a chart, this is going to be very enlightening. You guys probably have never heard this before, so pay attention. When you look at the chart, it's either going to go up or down. You guys still with me? Yeah. So pretty much what you just said, man. If it went down, that doesn't mean it should reverse up. It can keep going down. Yep. Justin says busy with that and meditation. Samuel says, good morning, degenerates. Hope everyone is doing well. You too, Samuel. Good to see you in here, bro. Laptop says, I'm on a silver sell, about 30 pips out of position. I want to scale in as I see the confirmations. Can you walk me through what areas you would look at to scale in? It depends on the specific. I'd have to see a screenshot and I have to see your entry in. It would actually have to be something that I would enter for me to be able to provide a reasonably appropriate, well-founded response. Otherwise the simple answer is like, you're sitting out in the fucking country in the mountains and you're fucking dipping tobacco and you're like, dude, you just fucking scale in whenever you feel like it, dude. That's pretty much the answer. So like I can give you an example of what I'm doing on AU right now. Let's see if it's still in profit. I haven't got the alert yet, so who the fuck knows? So it's a break even. I'm going to scale in on AU if it comes down here into profit. It'll happen to be about 14 pips. And that gives me enough room. So that way, if it's going to continue with the momentum, the spread's probably not going to knock out the first position at break even. So it's just, yeah, it's like if it just shows that it's having weakness and continuing into profit and I can protect the first position safely enough and, it looks like it's going to keep going, then I'll just get in. And when I get in for the party, bro, it's a lot of fun, man. I bring some good cigars, we drink some Blue Label Johnny Walker Scotch, and we all have a good time. Unless it reverses, then we have to give the Johnny Walker Blue Label Scotch back to the tour bus company, and then we all have to just drink fucking Rich and Rare whiskey. You'll ever drink Rich and Rare? I'd rather fucking drink vomit than try to do that again. All right, so let me know if this helps. What was it, Justin? Yeah, no, laptop. Jared, go for it, brother.
Morning, Nick. How's it going, man?
Amazing, matey.
Good to hear. So you mentioned that one of the lessons that you learned from your journaling was that if you entered on a big spike, it usually continued in the same direction as that spike. I was wondering if you could elaborate on a couple more lessons that you could have potentially learned from your time journaling, and see if there's any value in it.
Wow, bro, making me actually have to think and work here for some good, decent responses.
Hey, man, you asked for the hard questions, so here you go. Elaborate.
I did, bro. I like it hard, bro. I like to be fucking flogged with some good fucking questions. That's a good one. All right, so let's think about it. Say you have you notice something where after it's been, the camera fucking not focusing here. We're gonna bring it nice and deep into this one, bro. Super fucking close. So let's say that you have an instance where you start noticing when you're analyzing your trades on Saturday, you look back and then you notice, wow, yesterday, most of my trades usually lose, and that happens to be Friday. And this happens for like 4 weeks in a row. And so you realize you just fucking suck dick at trading on Friday. It's just terrible. And you just usually, say you lose like 80% of your trades or 70% of your trades, or they just go sideways and you end up getting out of break even, or they just fuck up somehow. It might not be a bad idea to just abandon trading Fridays after New York session, or just abandon trading Fridays at all. I have plenty of clients who over the years have just opted to not trade Fridays, because if you have a system that relies on market momentum, typically after New York session, the early morning New York session in London is typically not as much momentum, So I don't personally do this. I find Fridays to be perfectly fine just because I'm a badass. Just kidding. But people like Quentin in the chat just put like Friday has always been my worst day, so I just avoid Fridays now. So simple shit like that. That's one example, Jared. So I'll give you another example and then I'll give it back to you, Jared, live coming from, where are you coming from?
Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, the capital of Canada.
Live from Ontario, Canada. We've got Jared, the little DJ things.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah. Sweet. So what would be another example? Another example could be if you find yourself entering on momentum breakouts, but then you realize a lot of your trades end up just pulling back to retest the zone before going into profit. You could start putting a rule in place that's saying, all right, instead of just entering immediately on the breakouts, maybe just wait for a little bit of a pullback. It gets to the zone or it pulls back 50% or something like that. That way, you'll still profit from the same move, but you'll just have a better entry with the inval gets to be a little bit smaller and but potential for profit. You either get out quicker because you don't have to go as far for it to profit, or you can just keep the same profit target. Now you've instantly increased your profitability if the moves play out just by getting a better entry. These are little nuanced subtleties that you will only begin to realize by just doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over, and then looking through it over and over and over, almost to the point where it kind of starts screaming in your face, like the universe is screaming in your face, Jared, you're a dumbass. Has that ever happened to you?
More than once, brother.
Yeah, but me too, bro. I've had the universe scream a lot of very horrible things. I mean, sometimes it hurts my feelings and I feel really bad about myself, but I grew from it and I learned through the experience. So those are some examples. What's your response to this, Jared?
I like it. Yeah. I think journaling can be a super valuable, aspect of learning how to become profitable. And, admittedly, I'd like to do it more myself. I've done it a lot over my times, and I have noticed a couple of similarities, and I became a better trader through it. But I'm glad to kind of notice the things that you noticed in your personal journals, and it helps out a lot. So appreciate it.
That's great, man. That's good, bro. We're all journaling our trades, man. We're fucking dipping, just like journaling, trading, and losing. Justin said some interesting stuff in here in the chat. He said, whenever in the context of creating a Discord server to then just post all your trades. So apparently Justin does this. Justin says whenever he has an update to a trade he put, he just replies to the original message. So in Discord, when you're talking to yourself in your lonely Discord server trying to get profitable, let's say you do something like this. You're like, maybe I could start doing this. Actually, nope, too complicated. Keep it plain and simple. You could say, all right, you're shorting AUD. You can like click reply. Can you? Can I reply to my own thing? Yeah. Click reply and then put closed this AUD USD trade at minus $100,000 loss. I'm quitting trading. So you could put something like that, and then you can reply to it. That way, whenever you post a response, you can see, all right, there's that trade. And then with one click, you can instantly click back to the previous one. Now, new members will have a panic attack if I post this in here. So I'm going to save you all the bullshit of that. But yeah, that can be a good one. So good suggestion, Justin. And Justin, how long, just tell me, how long have you been doing the Discord thing for tracking trades? And meanwhile, while Justin answers that, you say, the other Justin says, Nick, you say you stopped trading live and traded demo to do that, or identifying what works for you? Yes, I did. So you're saying that price can either go up or down? This is gold, matey. Yeah. I went to demo and I was on demo for like 3 months, a little bit more, 3.5, almost, we'll call it 4 months, a little over, it was like almost 4 months. But bro, I was profitable so fucking quick. It's crazy to think of, like, instead of trying to systemize and structure and all these technical strategy little things, it's crazy to think that by just actually trading and keeping things really simple, and then just looking back on what works and what doesn't, like from a historically significant perspective, it allows you to just simply say, no, like, regardless of what all the fucking information and technicals are, I know for a fact, based on the data that I have right here, the history, it's the actual evidence, that when I do that, it doesn't work as much. But when I do this, it tends to work better. It's just like, I mean, it makes so much sense. I was really retarded back then, though. This was like 2017. I'm still pretty fucking retarded even today. But yeah, no, it helps you become really good. So yeah. Quentin says Friday has always been my, yeah. So we got that. Friday's been his worst day. So we avoid Fridays now. Angus says a fellow Canuck. Is that what you call you guys, Justin? Canucks?
More or less.
Canucks. Fucking Canucks. Texans. Roland says, hey, Nick, how are you handling currency correlation with your current system? For example, you see the US dollar pairs setting up. Would you just be looking to take the one that just looks the best and limit entering 2 or 3 from the same currency? Yeah, typically no more than 2. Once you start getting that overexposure, bro, you don't want to be exposing yourself like that, man. If you start entering 5 USD pairs at the same time, I'm gonna find where you live and come beat the shit out of you. Because if I'm just playing, not figuratively, but if you're trading, like, let's say you take AUD USD, Euro USD, GBP USD, NZD USD, you just find literally every fucking USD pair and you sell all of them. You are not taking 5 different trades. You are taking essentially the same trade with 5 times the risk, because if one USD pair starts collapsing, it is very likely that the other ones are going to collapse as well. You don't want to be overexposing yourself to bullshit like that. So I typically just pick, oftentimes, bro, with now I'm doing 10K risk per trade. If you understand, this is just over 10% of the account per trade. I find myself, if I can just pick 1 or 2 really good fucking trades per day, and I know that most of the time it's going to end in some sort of a profit or break even, and then every now and then I'll have like a small loss, like a quarter or halfway of what the original loss was. And then when I have the winners, I'm fucking scaled in, I'm adding to the winners, protecting them. The winners can be 2 to 3 times as much as whatever the original risk was. I find that I only really need 1 or 2 per day, but really I would cap it probably at 2. That's what I've done for my whole trading career since 2020. I've capped currency correlation at like 2 pairs. So if you're in NZD CAD and Euro CAD and you're in 2 cells at the same time, I'll generally cap it right there. You're essentially taking the same trade, but with only 2 times the risk, 2 units of, I don't know, however the fuck you want to say it.
Hey, Nick,
Sebastian, my brother.
I just made a Discord server for my journal.
That's good, bro. Now you get to hang out with yourself every day by yourself, having to force yourself to take accountability and responsibility for your trades.
Yeah, man. Dude, this is like the best idea ever.
Yeah, it's really well. I can't remember who suggested it. It was like 2-3 weeks ago. Somebody was like, yeah, man, I just put it all in Discord. And I'm like, oh, shit. I've literally been doing that as I've been calling my trades for like the past year in Mission FX Close Friends, but it never occurred to me to just think, maybe you guys should just do that too. It's the same shit. Everyone can just go and scroll in through all the trades I've called in Discord. They can see fucking everything. So that's good. Roland says, do you go the same way on inverse pairs if you see them set up entering just 2, or go with what the analysis shows? Yeah, so Roland, it's 2 regardless of what the setup is. Say I'm taking a long and a short. Say a long on Euro CAD, a short on NZD CAD. 2, limit it to 2. Otherwise, you start exposing yourself, bro. Then the police are gonna come and say, bro, this is indecent exposure, and they're gonna fucking arrest you, Roland. They're gonna grab you, they're gonna take you to jail, and you won't be able to manage your trades. You're gonna have to cancel your Mission FX Close Friends subscription, bro. You don't want that to happen. So just take 2 at a time, or no more than 2 at a time. Yep, no problem, man. Sounds like an unfortunate situation. All right, I'm gonna check back up on AU and see what's going on. Oh shit, we gotta. Robin, here's the failed trade on GA currently hedged. Yeah, this will be useful to look at. Sell right there. Hedge there. Yeah, it's also useful to look at direction. So like, if you're using that as your zone, yes, it makes sense to put the stop right there because it's a break and retest. In a perfect world, the technical analysis, the break and retest, we bow before the Lord of the break and retest setup. But oftentimes, if you're just looking at the overall direction and you're figuring, all right, this can be my entry, a break and retest, but you know that it could still pull back further and still continue up. So, and oftentimes it makes more sense to put your invalidation below the previous like structure low. So if the price is going up, that's the last lower or high, what the fuck is this, higher low? Yeah, it's the last higher low. That's the last higher low. Breaks and retest, you enter, but you still know it could pull back a little bit more and still be fine to go upwards. You could, instead of putting your invalidation just below the zone and then feeling like a fucking goofy goober whenever it breaks and stops out and goes right back up, You can just choose to structure it with an entry at this break and retest, and then an invalidation, stop loss, / hedge, whichever risk structure you're using, below that next zone. So like somewhere like right there. So you'd have an entry there. Just do a little thing here. An entry there, a stop loss or hedge, or rock, paper, scissors below the zone, and then you have a 1-to-1 potential target. So that way, if price breaks down below, you're not going to feel sad inside. You don't want to feel sad inside, bro. You just, why would you feel sad inside? Terrible. But yeah, thanks for sharing, Robin. Albert says, I took a good trade at 0000 Central Eastern Time. Central European Standard Time. Just wondering if setting these specific resistance and support zones makes sense to you, Nick. Still think it's going to go down personally. Pairs this NZD JPY on the 15-minute chart. Ooh, I would have said it's going to go down, bro. But right now, I don't know, man. Let's go to our trusty dusty, what pair is this? NZD JPY? NZD JPY chart on the 15-minute. I'm going to see what you see, bro. I'm going to get inside your head. I'm going to go inside your house, dude. I'm going to fucking
You're welcome, bro.
I'm going to come where you live, Albert. I'm going to fucking get you, bro. You're going to wake up at night, you're like, fuck, it's Nick Sean, bro. I swear I had the analysis, bro. I swear I was controlling risk. This is a big fucking spike so far, man. So check it out. If you're just referencing 15-minute, if you're on the 1 hour, 4 hour, everything's fucking different. But just on this alone, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. It's pulled back almost like 100% of the previous impulse down. Like when it started there and went down, it's pulled back almost 100%. Normally, in the nice trendy, dippy, it's like lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. If it makes a lower low, but then it pulls back almost all the way, this is it's a scientific technical term that the institutions call fucky wucky. You still with me? Fuck, we lost Albert.
Yeah, I'm here.
Sweet. Yeah, it's called fucky wucky. It's what the institutions use. It's a technical term for professional traders. So whenever it makes a lower low and then pulls all the way back, it should just do something like that and then kind of start turning over there and selling off and struggling and then going back down. If it starts doing this shit where it's pulled all the way back, it's just like, this tells me there may be something like changing. It may be like shifting. Also, not to mention, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, bro, but that looks like it's kind of a clear zone. We'll go here to the 4 hour. Yeah, especially with that. Yeah, that candle just closed like that. I wouldn't be surprised if it starts trying to push up further. So this NZD JPY is going to get some big fucking muscles because it's doing push-ups right now. It's pushing up. You feel me?
Yeah, all right. I'm waiting still for like the next move.
That's good. Sweet. We've got Ola in like a surgery gown, like conducting a surgery right now. That's badass. We've got a fucking surgeon on here. We've got some girl named iPhone on here. What's your name? We've got Jared. Who else is on the camera? Got literally Ola's in the fucking ER right now, about to do a fucking surgery, doing a heart transplant. So trading some.
Sorry, I didn't realize you guys could see me. Sorry about that.
It's okay, bro.
I'm not sure I want my surgeon to be trading while he's operating on me.
Yeah, it's like, doctor, start the heart again. Start the heart, mate. And he's like, fucking like, hold on, I gotta close AUDUSD. Nick Sean's exiting now. I gotta make sure to catch these pips, guys. You're like, oh fuck, the fucking heart. It's beating again. It's alive. We've had some fucking cool people on here before. We've had people in the fucking military. We've had like Navy commanders and various military branch commanders. We've had people who are pilots. This one guy who was a commercial airline pilot was like getting on his fucking plane, sitting in the cockpit one time on a live session. This was almost a year ago. It was last summer. So it actually probably was right about a year ago. Commercial airline pilot. I don't remember which airline it was, but literally sitting in the fucking cockpit on a live session while Nick Sean yells at people. We've got Evo with the shirt off. But you still
Yeah,
got,
I'm on holiday.
where you at, bro?
Mallorca, Spain.
Spain, sweet, bro. One of my employees, Stefan, just went to Ibiza and partied there for a couple days.
Yeah, it's next to Mallorca.
That's awesome, man. That is.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Sweet. That's good, bro.
Yeah, so I walk out. See, here's the pool.
That's sweet, bro. Looks beautiful there, dude. I
Yeah,
might take
it
my
is.
shirt off right now too, man. I'll give y'all something to be excited about, bro. We'll have some crazy fucking profits. We'll make 50 grand this week, and I'll take my shirt off. Be live.
Yeah,
session.
promise.
We'll change it from live sessions to like live cam show sessions.
Bro, you should start a site. Only trade.
Yeah, bro. Some people have fucking said some shit like that before. They're like, yeah, Nick, bro, you start like a OnlyFans or something. And I'm like, everybody knows me. Everybody knows me in the trading niche. People will be like, wait, that's Nick Sean? What the fuck? Let's see. Robin Shelby. I'm looking at the chat here. I'll try to get my mic to work, but I sent the failing position to the Discord to see how you can see how I'm hedged. Keep in mind, I don't know what I was doing and I had no structure. Oh, well, cool. Now you'll just learn from experience, Robin. So keep at it. Justin says, how long had you been trading live before you decided to stop and do the demo mode, journaling and review method to find what works and what doesn't? Almost a year. It was March, 9 months. So it only took me 9 months to lose $8,300. That was like half the amount of money I had made the year in 2016. So it was real gut wrenching to just fucking lose it all. But, you know, we all live and some of us learn. I didn't learn for like a year. It was doing my taxes where it like scared me. I was like, I had no fucking clue I lost this much money. Cause I'd deposit like a couple $100, blow it, a couple $100, blow it, a couple $100, blow it. Traders Way probably had me fucking B booked. Probably had me B booked in 2016. In fact, I can almost guarantee they had me B booked. I would have been an easy person to profit from. They're like, every time this guy Nick Sean makes a deposit, he just blows his account within less than a week. So let's just let him deposit. We'll just keep his deposit and give him a demo account, and then he'll just lose all the money, and we just had the deposit. All right, so let's go back. So stocks are about to open in 8 minutes. At the US stonk market. Tesla. Honestly, if we could just get a quick lurch to like 295 today, I'd probably just fucking close there. It'd be like 15 grand. 15, 20 grand. Robin says, as for the GA position, what should be my exit plan? Should I wait for price to reach a new zone? I don't know if you heard me on I kind of explained it all like in detail when you asked original. Yeah, so I said I thought it was gonna go up. Of course, this is all up to you. You do whatever the fuck you want. I said I thought it was gonna go up when it was down here. It's now continuing up for now. As far as exits, somewhere around these highs, somewhere where you think it's really likely to bounce. What you might even do is you might just fucking not even have a hard target and say whenever it gets there and then it starts looking like it's going to turn over like that, something like that. Then what you could do is you could just close the buy and profit there and then sell and then flip into sells and get net short again. That way, if it starts coming down, you'll have some sells to offset the previous losses from the first sell you took. So that can be a way you manage it. There's multiple ways. Cool thing about hedging is there's no like black and white crazy like, you know, it's real, it's all open for management. It's all, you know, you get to do it all. So it's really cool. Hi everyone, I came here from Hungary. All right, finally start scrolling through all this shit. ADSD. Euro USD. I still think Euro CAD is going to drop. Wow. Yeah, this thing's gonna fucking drop. I think I'm gonna try to get short on Euro CAD. We'll see if she can pull back a little bit.
Hey, Nick. I was actually looking at the same chart, but I am looking at it as a break and retest. Can we go over that?
A break and retest for buys or for shorts?
EuroCAD, I was thinking of going long. I mean,
so for
going
buys.
for buys. Yeah.
Well, for buys, where's the break and retest zone, bro? Down here?
If you go, I mean, I'm drawing a box going back to like March 28th. If you look at around March 28th, like you can like pull a box all across and it kind of looks like a break and retest now.
Is it somewhere like way the fuck back here?
A little lower. Yeah.
Wow, looks
Around
too
there.
random. Not enough recent data to support that. If Price had, because you're probably using this right here. If Price had done something like this recently and showed some respect, like within the past, however long, past week or two, and then it broke past the retest, those typically work better. The fact that this shit showed zero respect in this general area, I know this is probably not your exact same, but the fact that it just fucking rocketed through, it just shows me it's not really being interacted with in a fun, sexy way. It's just kind of like, oh, fuck that. So I don't know. If anything, I think for the meantime, shorts, just because we're really overextended, I really don't think this can sustain. But if it does somehow, it'll be fine. It'll just fucking come down here, then maybe start fucking around, bouncing and trying to do this. And then if that happens, then we can just get net long again. And then in that case, you would be right, bro. And we can all go party at, Pip Mountain at the top and jump around naked.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Okay, you're welcome. Jared, go ahead, man.
I kind of just wanted to add to that as well. If you're taking support or resistance from like such a long time ago, try to think about how many of those people are still engaged in the trade and if their decisions would actually be influencing the price versus if you had more recent support resistance, would those people still be in the trade and influence price in that way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I understand that, but this is like one of the most confusing things. Like sometimes people go way back and they're like, oh, well, this is a support and resistance line. And then there's times where people say, oh, well, don't go that far back. So that's why I'm just kind of learning that process right now, trying to figure out how far back do you exactly go? Because March is what? If you're looking at a 4-hour chart, March is kind of fairly acceptable, I would say. And it's like end of March, but maybe you're right.
Yeah. So
again,
it's like,
just learning.
Yeah, of course. So Roman, it is an incredibly frustrating, fucking painstaking process. You're like, what? Why would that happen? And this works in this case, but in some cases it doesn't work, and it's all shit. So the best thing I would suggest is, as long as you're tracking your trades and a note section of your phone, Google Sheet, a Discord server with just you in it, as long as you are in fact tracking your trades and making notes of what you entered, what the screenshot was before, screenshot of after, a little explanation or whatever. What you can start to notice is that, wow, if I start using zones from like 6 months ago or more, a lot of those trades seem to fuck up more. They don't seem to be respected as much. They seem to be more pains in the asses. Then what that can tell you is like, okay, well, maybe I just should focus on recent support resistance pretty close to price. You don't know until you track it. So the cool thing for you is you don't have to have a super rigid black and white, really hardcore thing like no support resistance zones more than 3 months old. Like you can just do whatever you want right now and just collect the data. And that data will be your compass guiding you in towards profitability, because it will show you literally what's working and what's not. I think that approach will make it way less stressful for you. And it'll also allow you a chance to actually grow and get the experience. Yeah.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff, bro. Maybe I should have just FOMO'd into EuroCAD immediately instead of waiting for the retests. But that would not be, yeah, I'd prefer to get in up here. is Tesla. 1 minute to market open. We're gonna see how this shit goes. I'm gonna watch it live. I'm gonna watch it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. 5-second chart. Okay. 1 minute chart. There we go. All right. Well, it's open. It is up to the, in this case, not the Forex gods. In this case, it's the stock market gods. We have to convert to a different religion when we're looking at stocks because it's two different market environments. So I'm going to go get another cup of coffee, actually probably just a glass of water, and I'll be right back. Jared, I'm leaving you in charge while I'm gone. See you guys in a second.
Sounds good. I got nothing for you guys, though. I'm just here to learn. So,
come on, Jared, give us the good oil.
Send me the screenshot.
Watch.
Now I see why Nick gets super pissed whenever the questions are too vague. What should I do with my trade? I don't fucking know, bro. It's gonna go up or down. I mean, so far to me, it looks like it's gonna go down. But I don't know what time frame you're trading on. Yeah, 50-50. Last hour had quite a bearish candle on gold. Yeah, it's contextual. You have to you have to have intuition. I can't describe intuition for you. You have to learn it for yourself. Thank you. Yeah, but like I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame of gold right now, and it looks like, you know, there's been a break of structure, and that bearish candle tells me that there's probably some momentum to the downside. So I hope you're short. I gotta, man, it's funny because I'm going to get a haircut in about an hour, and my actual best Nick impression would be if I got just a buzz cut. And I gotta put the shades on. Now I'm Nick Sean. The more often a support resistance is tested, the less likely it is to be respected. Give me $250. He's gonna rewatch it too. Hi, Nick. Sorry. I know he's cool with it. Man, I've been here for like a week and a half, and he's putting me in charge of shit. I don't know. I'm not getting paid yet. Yeah. We'll chat about it. See if he wants to hire me. I'll ask him where he needs some improvement in his business, and I'll see what I can offer. You guys are so supportive. Someone's got to come on mic though and help me out. I got to keep this entertaining for you guys.
I went to the bathroom and I'm coming back and Nick grew hair. What's going on?
Not too much, man. He's just gone to get a coffee, and he left me in charge. So,
all right, Mr. In Charge, let's try to take this trade. Euro AUD.
Euro AUD. Let's pull it up here.
Did he also put you in charge of his trading account?
I wish. He'd see a quick withdrawal. I'm just kidding.
Nice.
So, looking at Euro AUD in a 4-hour chart.
Okay.
I'm thinking right now that it's going to reverse and go back down. What are your thoughts?
Potentially, I'd probably wait for this 4-hour candle to close It is at some pretty decent resistance right now. Nice thick zone.
But then again, look, if you go back to May, which is what, about 2 months ago.
Yeah,
it's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
There's a double
5.
top there, so you could drag that zone all the way back.
Yeah, so it hit this zone like 5. This would be the 6th time.
Mm-hmm.
Considering Nick says the more it hits it, the less it respects it. So do you think it's
true? It's true.
They get
Although
pretty good at the moment.
Yeah. I'd probably just keep tight risk on it. I think that each time it's hit this zone, it's actually had quite a significant bounce each time. And so I'd probably just wait and see what the price action looks like for the next couple of hours. There was a big bullish candle going into it about an hour ago. So, I mean, I just keep watching it. If you get a total like bearish engulfing candle, that might be a good grounds to enter short. But I'd say just continue watching it. You might get a break and retest. It's either going to go up or it's going to go down. Shades.
It's going to go up or it's going to go down.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. I'm up almost 10 grand on Tesla right now. And AUD USD too? Fuck, man. Holy shit. Fuck. We got a fucking ad. Jesus Christ.
Also, Nick, I would like to remind you that last time you talked about GBP CAD and you set the alert and might just hit. So,
bro, I remember that back when we were kids, dude.
Yeah, me too.
Nick, I think Jared's better at this than you are.
Yeah, I heard talk about hiring him. I was thinking I don't want to hire him per se, but I just want to kind of just give him the company and just make him CEO and just walk the fuck away. He can keep everyone's $250 per month.
Make him volunteer.
Yeah, I'd personally just give him ownership of your trading accounts. He can just trade for you.
Yeah, I'll send you the login info later, Jared.
You could trust me.
Yeah, that's a good business decision right there.
All right, lads. Well, as they say, we are balls deep in AU. I've added.
You got to start doing the same accents as the pair that you're involved in.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'd fuck that up hardcore. I'd have so many people yell at me and be like, that's not a Scottish accent, mate. You're fucking dishonorable. Jesus, fuck, this thing is ripping. All right, I'm gonna stick to what I said. If this thing hits what the fuck did I say? 295? Yeah, if we get 295 today, I'm just gonna get out. I'm just gonna pussy out. I'm just gonna be like, all right, guys, that was a good trade. We'll close it here. H in the chat put in all caps. Are we adding? Evo says we have to add to AUD USD. Bro, you don't have to do jack shit, man. Do whatever the fuck you want. Jordan, all caps. Hold. Jared, almost time to add to AU. Oh, wow. We're a complete group of fucking degenerates, man.
I had to go full guru mode.
I saw, man, dude, you were holding it up good. We still got 70 people on, so we didn't really lose anyone. So I mean, you kept everyone entertained enough with their stupid reptile brain that needs constant stimulation. You kept everyone engaged, bro. That's sometimes the hardest part because trading is so goddamn boring, bro. Like people are like, you're on the session, nobody's asking any questions. So all you do, kind of like what Lee just said. Let me read what Lee just said. Lee put, call us a few curse words, LOL. I mean, yeah, I curse at people and I fucking yell and I start saying everyone has a tiny dick. Like, and then people just are engaged and people stay on the call. So I mean, it kind of works. Works pretty well.
Did you get a chance to catch my impression of you?
Oh no.
I did this.
Let me see. Oh, you put the glasses on. Yeah, there we go.
The more often a support resistance is tested, the less likely it is to be respected.
Oh yeah, I heard that. And then you asked everyone for 250. It's pretty much Nick Sean. Tell someone some basic information, like it's gonna go up or it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
And then ask them for $250 and then just like fuck off. Well, y'all, my camera is no longer working. I don't know if we're out of battery. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah, we're out of battery. We're out of battery. So here we go. We'll do proper Jared. Is it Blanchette? Is that how you say it?
Oui.
Oui. Jared Blanchard.
Jared Blanchette.
Here, we'll do for $9,000 you didn't get a spare camera battery. I have a spare camera battery. It's charging on the little charger. It's fully charged right now. I could go get it, but you know, it's whatever. Yeah, it's on the wall charge. Yeah, I could fucking go get the battery if I really wanted to, but you know, I feel you guys have already had enough of me. I don't want to make anyone insecure. The only ones in the camera is me, Jared, and then Evo a little bit as well. So yeah, I'm reading through all the chats, tons of chats today. Jordan Bear, best Nick impression. The more support resistance is tested, bro. Dude, we're playing frisbee golf and lacrosse in the mountains with the boys today. If you guys are commenting.
I want to move to Colorado.
Colorado, yeah, we could go full Abercrombie and Fitch like back in the day. We could play some flag football with our shirts off while wearing some fleece cashmere. What are those things called? Scarves that dangle down like one side of our body. And then always have photogenic moments, and we all tackle each other like in a really gay way. Take pictures.
All oiled up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You remember those days where I was like, what, 10 years ago or more? Abercrombie was a big deal, and it was like that.
Oh yeah, man. In high school, it was all the rage, at least for me.
Yeah, bro. I had like a brown Hollister belt which had the little seagull on it, and then I had an Abercrombie dress shirt and I would tuck one side of the front in and I would leave the other one down. That way everyone could see that I had a Hollister belt, and they'd be like, oh, it's like and I would wear the SoCal cologne and the A&F Fierce.
And there was Aeropostale as well.
Yeah, Aeropostale. I remember that too. Aeropostale, Hollister, Abercrombie, and American Eagle kind of played up there a little bit.
Yeah.
Not as edgy as Abercrombie. Abercrombie was the most edgy. You walk in, you feel like it's a fucking like sex shop. Everything's just all dark, and they got the music playing. And they got just a bunch of pretty white people at the front. That's all it was, man. And then if someone, I think if you were like black or Hispanic or like a minority, they would like keep you in the back to work in the storeroom. It's so fucked up.
And there was more cologne than air in the store as well.
Yeah. Yeah, they would spray. They'd have to spruce everything with every 30 minutes. They'd have to spritz it with that thing. It was pretty cool. I mean, I liked it. I thought it was cool, like how Mike Jeffries, the CEO, did all the marketing. I mean, it was exclusive, and they were kind of an asshole, and it was racist. But I mean, it was a fucking cool store, man. It was like they knew their niche, they knew their market, they knew their audience, and they did a great fucking job at marketing it and creating their products and everything. It was cool. Mike Jeffries went on camera saying in like an interview, he's like, you can create a brand that's inclusive of everyone, but it's fucking boring, and you know, you don't exclude, nobody feels alienated, but nobody feels excited either, because you got, it serves, people that are this and that and that and this and this and that and that. It's like if you create a brand where it's just like for instance, Athleta and Lululemon and Vuori, like athleisure, right? They make athletic clothes. They serve people who want to look athletic. That's just their niche.
Did you hear that Abercrombie and Fitch actually became cool again this year?
It became cool again because people are wanting that like logo-less look with like back in the day where you just had like your cardigans and your fleece. So yeah, their stock fucking rose like crazy. It's become this huge thing on Instagram.
It's up 100% this year.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna fucking go buy some fucking Abercrombie and Fitch stock. Go look at
All in, bro. 100 G's.
yeah, 100 G's, bro. What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ, man. What's going on over here? Bro, I'm literally about to go play some flag football with the bros after this. Damn, dude, this is crazy. Yeah, since December, January. Wow, bro. Dude, this is interesting. They didn't do too bad in 2020 either. What the fuck was this all about? Wow. 2020, then everything crashed. Makes sense.
And it's also actually part of a bigger trend as well, with people just trying to make old school styles cool again. Yeah. So like we're talking like 1920s swag.
Got that vintage look.
Yeah, dude.
Here you guys can see I've already been here for men's and then to the sale page. I got some A&F cologne the other day because I saw like an ad for, I don't know if it was an ad or I saw something on social media about Abercrombie and how it's coming back. And I was like, I wonder if they still make the Fierce A&F cologne. So they do. And I went and I bought it. And then it's still fucking pretty good. It's not exactly the same as it used to be. I had to take out a few. I can't remember what chemical it was. They had to take out a few things, but it smells almost the same. But yeah, just that like simple. That simple look. Man, you could go to fucking Target and Walmart and get some sweatpants and sweatshirts like this. Brown sweater with no logo. It's almost giving me like J. Crew vibes. The 7-inch all-day shorts. If you just want to hit the beach with the homies and then tackle each other in a game of flag football and frisbee golf. Yeah. Yeah, not all the way like it used to be, of course, but I mean, yeah, they got the whole like shit like that, the vintage look, and it's linen too. It's only $60 too. I had to pay like $89.50 for my button downs I used to get from Abercrombie back in like 2009, 2010. I had to save up my money for mowing the lawn. Get me some fucking Abercrombie. Was looking for the downside. Oh shit. Whoever was trying to short gold earlier on this call, maybe you should have shorted it. Looks like it played out.
We were talking about it whenever you were gone getting coffee.
Yeah, she looks like she, for some reason. Ah, this bitch shit. Where it goes, makes a new low, you enter, and then boom, right back the other way. Meanwhile, EuroCAD that we didn't enter, that was the entry right there where I looked at it and I was waiting for it to pull back. Looks like it just fucking dove. It dove straight down to the flow. I'm adjusting stop loss placement for 80 USD. Damn, bro, if this AUD/USD trade doesn't work out, my mom's not gonna let me go play frisbee golf with Logan today. Damn, bro. Bro, this shit's at 290. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Come on, girl, you can do it. I might even add. I wonder if, let me see if this is going to break. 300. 295 is right here. $200K. This will be 4,000, 6,000. Damn, that'll be 20K if it can get to 300. Make 20K on this if it can get to 300, but I don't know. I'm kind of a little whiny bitch, and I'm afraid. I've got the fear. Got the fear in me over here. See you, Roland. Have a good one. Matt says when I change one stop loss, the other position automatically changes. Is that a US broker rule? Oh, yeah. If you're using a regulated broker, that's FIFO, first in, first out rule. You can look it up on Google. Yeah, it's really dumb. It's really, it averages your positions. So it's like, it doesn't show two positions. It averages them into one. If you're, I mean, unless you're using MT5, then it doesn't. But yeah, if you're using their platform or trading view, they'll get you, bro. They'll get you, dude. See you, Roland. Have a good one. Robin says, when you use a stop loss, and when do you hedge? I use stop losses right now. I don't hedge anymore. I use the logic behind hedging, but I execute it with stop losses to control risk further. Justin says, thanks all, out of here. Happy trading. Happy trading, bro. So let's look at Angus's chart here. Yeah, same shit as EuroCAD, bro. Same analysis that I had on EuroCAD. You did on AUDCAD, and this was really nice. You sold at 2.64, and you made a few dollars here, dude. And I see you're looking in terms of percentages instead of dollar amounts. That way you don't freak the fuck out if it starts reversing on you. It's good, bro. See you, Wayne. Take it easy, bro. Yeah, I don't blame y'all. If y'all have to go, it's cool. We've been on for like 3 fucking hours. I get it. It's all good. I'm here. I'm gonna look at US stock market probably another 10, 15 minutes. See where the momentum goes on Tesla. If any of y'all are religious, please say a prayer that Tesla can get to 300 here pretty soon. I would love to make $20,000 today on this shit.
It is a round number though. I wouldn't expect it to actually touch 300. Maybe it'll get close to it.
299.9.
You know what I mean though?
Yeah.
But people are gonna freak at 300.
We shall see. Good thing I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We did it, Sebastian. We got a higher high. She's going, baby. I'm proud of Tesla. She worked really hard. She worked really hard. I like the Tesla stock. Bonnie likes the Tesla car. We drove our Model X around yesterday. We've got a Model X Performance. the P100D performance one with fucking the turbine wheels and the red Brembo brakes or whatever they are, and the like the carbon fiber trim. We got like, it's really, really fucking nice. So we were ripping that thing up and down 7th Street in Camp Bowie here in Fort Worth yesterday. That thing is so easy to drive. You hop into it, the door opens as you walk up to it, and then after the door opens, you put your foot on the brake and the door closes automatically. All you have to do to drive it is just push down on the right turn stalk. That's it. You just press it down and you're in drive, you go. There's no starting it, there's no getting it in gear, there's no changing the settings, this and that. You just get in, you push it down, you go. It is so fucking easy to drive. And you get instant torque response, so there's no like lag and like the delay, or it has to change gears or turbo lag like in my Mercedes AMG. Teslas are really fucking cool. Like they're so practical and simple to drive when they work, like when they're not in service. But man, that thing is a fucking beast. That thing is faster than any car I've ever had. And that's Bonnie's daily driver. She loves that thing. She hops in, turns some music on, gets all boppy. Christian Grayling, good night. Cheers, my friend. Have a good one. We still recording this session? Yeah, we're still recording it.
Dude, this looks good.
Yeah, bro, this is your little 1 minute pullback strategy for the momentum, man. You should get in Tesla too. Buy like 100 grand, help it move up. I need some momentum here, man. I need some more market participants. If it breaks downwards, I'm gonna have to eat a nice warm slice of humble pie.
What's the price at right now?
290. We kind of broke up, but it really didn't. If it gets to 290, I'll say 293. If we can clear 293. Even then, I'm not fucking closing anyway. Painful as it is, it could come all the way back to 283 and still be fine. Or lower, honestly. 283 to 284 will be like the major bounce point, but I just kind of would like it to just rip from where it's at now. If you could just do that, that would be great. That would be terrific. I'm going to go ahead and need you to just push up to $300 per share. Thanks a bunch, Milton. Bye-bye.
That's a classic.
Fucking love that movie, bro. My friends and I watched that when we were in high school, and I've loved that movie ever since. I love the whole vibe of it, everything.
Yeah. That's a good movie. I only saw it once.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Milton, what's happening? I'm going to need you to go ahead and just move your desk as far back against that wall as possible. Need to make room in here for some boxes and things we'll be putting in. Oh, what's that? Oh, let me go ahead and just get that from you. He just takes his fucking stapler away, and Milton's like, yeah, I told you set the building on fire. Just mumbling and shit. Office Space. You saw that in the theater, bro? Wow. An original OG when that came out. You know, that movie was shot in Irving, Texas, and like the area is close by. So like that's like 30 minutes from where I live. That movie was shot right here around the corner from where I live, brother. Initech. You work at Inna what? I scroll through thousands of lines of code and change everything for the 2000 switch. And I don't really like my job, and you know, I don't think I'm gonna go anymore. Oh yeah, okay, so you're gonna quit? No, I don't think I'm gonna go. So you think you'll get fired or whatever she said? Send a prayer for AU. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to work out anymore. If it was going to work out, it would have bounced here at these highs, and then it also probably made a lower high and went down. So if this continues rocketing up to stop loss, that'll be perfectly fine, mate. But it's unless it actually does break this zone, there's no reason to close it. I personally think it's going to break. I think it's going to not work out. I'm going to lose 3 or 4 grand on this, and then I'm just going to go and my fucking mom's going to ground me again because I lost more money. Bonnie's going to whip me. She's going to take me to the bedroom and start fucking whipping me. She's like, you're losing our entire fortune. And then I'll try to make some money on something else. Try to make me some fucking money, man. GBP CAD might be setting up here pretty soon. See if the momentum starts to twist around. We can see if she does like a twisty. If she sets here and starts doing this and a little bit of a twisty. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gutted I missed EuroCAD. This would be from where we would have entered had I just FOMO'd into it there. It'd be like maybe halfway to the target. But you know, nah, I can't. It's too late to enter. I was considering. I was like, you know, maybe. Say I enter there and the stop's up there and the target's down here. That could still actually work. The risk structure would be kind of funky though, because where would you close? I mean, if it starts cracking out a momentum on the 1 minute, 5 minute, I don't know. I'm going to consider that. I'm going to consider AU, and I'm going to fucking just close AU here. Shit's not going to work. Yep, it was a $3,000 loss. I'm on with the day, and everybody survived. We lived to fight another day.
I had the weirdest trading day today.
What happened?
So I'm on demo, right? So I'm just like sitting here and doing double tops. And I think I took like 4 trades today. Every time I was like 1-to-1 R in profit every single time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd be like, I'm just gonna wait. It's gonna go further. And then I'd get stopped out. Every time. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. It's gonna go further, bro. Dude, it has to, bro. What goes up must come down.
Yeah. Well, because if it does go further, it goes like really far, so it's almost worth taking the risk. But getting stopped out on 4 trades out of 4 because you're too greedy. That's not good, man.
Yeah, you gotta conquer the inner bitch. We all do. Angus, somebody has a case of the Mondays.
Yeah. But it's good. I like the double top because it gives you a clear entry and a clear stop loss.
Yeah, it's a great way of controlling risk.
Yeah, when I was entering before on the pullback, I could never figure out where the pullback is, like where it's gonna end,
Yeah.
So sometimes I would feel that like, oh, that's where it's gonna end, and I would just enter, and then it would continue going. Let's make a double top anyway, right? And then, and sometimes I'd be correct, and it would just go directly to my profit or whatever, into profit,
Yeah.
And I never knew. It kind of depended on the day. And with a double top, you know exactly where you should be entering at least, so it's less stressful for me,
Yeah. Yeah, it gives you a real clear way of controlling risk. That's what I like about support resistance. Is like if it breaks here, this is what I'll do, and if it bounces here, this is what I'll do.
Right.
I'm gonna tell Bonnie bye real quick. Sebastian, I'm leaving you in charge.
Oh, really? You put the least entertaining guy in charge. Nice. Anyone know any good jokes? Preferably trading jokes. Jared come to mind. Nah, man, I can never beat Jared. Jared's the best.
Sorry, I just got back. What? I heard my name. What?
No, we're just saying that you're a great guy to be in charge when Nick is out. Telling Bonnie goodbye as she takes off in her Tesla.
Yeah. Well,
You know
I
any-
appreciate the kind words.
You know any trading jokes?
Jesus. I never thought of that, man. I gotta
What's
take
the
off soon
difference?
too, though.
What's the difference between a stop loss and a big profit?
What?
One you lose, the other one you win.
That was the best joke ever.
I just made up.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Pretty good, huh? I should be a comedian.
So dumb.
Maybe not professionally yet.
Yeah, don't. What's the saying? Don't quit your day job.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Yeah. Nick laughed though, and so did you, by the way. That's only like, what's the charge at the gate? Like $20? I could get 2 people to pay $20. They both left.
Yeah, if you make really stupid jokes, then it's like really funny. If it's so stupid that it's like that's retarded, then people laugh. And if there's like a disconnect in between your expectations versus what actually happens,
yeah,
people laugh. Like you set
They're
up.
You're all expecting for me to be like some profound punchline. Meanwhile, I just state the obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a disconnect in expectation.
Oh wait, hold on. There's a joke in the chat.
Yeah,
An Irishman and a Portuguese got into a bar and ordered drinks. Picks up the bill.
Well, wait, I don't get it. You laugh, Sebastian. I don't understand. The German. What?
Oh, it's the disconnect you're talking about. What German? There was no German before. It's pretty funny. Oh, okay.
Bailouts.
Okay. It's deeper than I thought. I thought it was just surface level.
Need to have more of a fucking understanding of socioeconomics and politics to understand that. I'm too stupid.
Political. Yeah. That's a smart joke.
European Union joke, yeah.
Yeah. You know, comedians are some of the smartest people because they can make you laugh while making fun of you at the same time. You know? Because
Yeah.
comedians, what they usually do is they'll look at the socioeconomic or political issues and they'll make a routine out of them. And you'll still laugh even though this is about you, being as an audience member.
Yeah.
Funniest thing. How do you feel about your Tesla trade?
I don't expect it to work today, so I'll probably have to sit in a little bit longer.
You're not gonna just take your profit, go home.
Fuck no, bro. I've only made like 10K if I take profits now. Like, we can't have that. We're going for 20K.
10K is nothing, huh?
Bro, I could barely pay all my car payments for 2 months with 10K. What am I gonna do? It has to be at least 4 months of car payments to be worth it if it's gonna be a stock trade.
Here's a question for you, and this is probably just me having a bad mentality because I'm broke,
Because I'm broke.
But why would you pay $5,000 a month for a car payment? I don't get it. You could get a used Toyota and totally get from point A to point B, and it's a very reliable car.
I'll put it this way. There is no logic in luxury purchases at all. So whenever you're examining luxury purchases, it's best to not examine it using logic. It's best to examine it using emotions and feelings. So
right.
If it makes you feel nice that you've worked really hard and spent a lot of money on a car, and very few people have that car and very few people can afford it, and you've busted your ass, it gives you that feeling of like, yeah, I fucking worked for this, brother. And then you like the performance of the car or the look of it or the camaraderie that comes with the community of people in that car. It's it's like a whole thing. So, but yeah, you will never you'll never be able to justify luxury purchases with logic, but with that logic you just used, there's no sense in buying anything expensive at all. It's best to just buy everything bare minimum. You're like, why do you need a big nice house? Why not have a small old house? Like, you still have a place to live, a place to sleep, a place to take a shower.
Yeah,
it's like there's no lot, but then you just live your whole life like, with a 20-year-old Toyota in a tiny house with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And I mean, and that's fine, but it just comes down to like emotion. Like, what do people want? If you want to spend the money that you've worked hard for on a bunch of shit, cool. For me, it's a nice place to live and nice cars. And I get watches, but that's mainly for investment purposes. You can consider me getting a new watch like buying a stock. That's
right.
So aside from that, I don't see the point of buying a lot of luxury stuff. I still dress like a fucking bum, bro. Just like a hobo. I wear like sweat shorts every day and t-shirts.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I'm a very logical person when it comes to my purchases, but that's probably again because I'm broke,
Yeah.
But the thing is, some things are just nicer. Like, for example, I don't know, pants, right?
Yeah.
You get a nice pair of jeans, it feels better on your bum than a crappy pair of jeans,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Jared wanted to say something.
I was just gonna say I'm taking off, fellas. So hope you have a great day.
Oh, you are. Where are you going?
I'm gonna get this long ass mop cut.
Yeah.
Good shit, bro. Yeah. Well, hey, bro, we'll meet on the beach to play frisbee golf later with Sarah and Sabrina.
That's crazy. Sarah's my sister's name.
We'll take some pictures playing flag football. Yeah, have a good one, bro. See ya.
Thanks. Peace.
See you, Jared.
Rosian says, hey, Nick, would you say that the AUD USD trade you just closed is currently doing a retest in the 1 hour? I don't know, bro. This looks like more like a fake out, and it looks like it's about to spike back upwards again. Looks like it's going to reverse. This does not look like it's in structure anymore going down. It could, but I feel like from here, I'm just I'm not convinced it's going to go up per se, but I'm not convinced it's going to go down right now. Like our last impulse down has been completely recovered pretty much. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, high, lower low, and then we pull all the way back. I don't know. It should have stopped somewhere down here and then continued ripping down. Even if this does work out, it's probably going to fucking take forever and be more rangy and do some shit like that. Take forever. I like the markets where it's just like this, bro, where it's like lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, like shit like that. That works good. When it starts pulling back this far, like it has the impulse and it pulls back like 100% of the fucking previous impulse. It's not really in a clear direction. Overall, yes. It's so, like I said, that's why I'm not thinking it's going to go bullish, but I'm just not convinced either it's going to be an easy bearish play either. The trade last week, this shit would have taken a while to play out. I mean, 2 days. I guess it's not that long. Pretty much, bro. Rosion, I have no clue what I'm doing. So yeah. Understood. Thanks, bro. You're welcome. Alex says, why not buy your cars in cash, Nick? And I responded, can make way more money continuing to invest the money compared to having $250,000 cash tied up in cars that are depreciating, bro. Average interest rates of all my vehicles financed is like 3%. So, I mean, that's fucking practically free. Robinhood gives me 4.65% by just keeping my cash with them. So even if I didn't invest the money at all, I could just keep it with fucking Robinhood. And I'm getting interest on this money that's like, what's this, like for like a 1.5% higher than my interest rates for the cars that are financed. So yeah, it'd be a stupid dumbass thing to do. Even if you have the cash to buy the cars in cash, it'd be a stupid thing to just buy them in cash when you can keep making money investing. Gotta invest like the market makers, mate. You gotta trade like the banks. Shit, these pairs might make some new highs then. The party might not be over.
Hey Nick,
Hey,
you hear from Elijah at all recently?
no, man. He's doing good. He's doing his own thing. He's doing what most clients do. People get profitable and then I just never hear from them much because they're just trading. They got what they wanted. They don't need to be on the live sessions anymore. They're just kind of like doing their own thing. So yeah, I'm proud of him. That's what happens most of the time. After about a year, the people who do get profitable, I don't really see them much anymore. Some of you guys I do. Some of y'all been here for like 3 years. You're profitable. You're fine. It's all good. But most people, it sensibly, it makes sense. Most people who are not profitable are the ones getting on the live sessions, and that's kind of what they're here for. But yeah, I haven't heard from him. Maybe in a couple weeks. I haven't seen him. I saw him on a live session a couple weeks ago, but yeah, aside from that, no.
Yeah, I'm glad he's doing okay.
He's great. He's got a simple as fuck system, bro. He just uses stop losses, and I think he uses minimum 1 to 2 risk reward, and then he just trades bounces of major zones on daily and H4, and that's it.
Nice.
Same thing he's been doing since 2020.
Yeah. Good guy.
Oh shit. Sammy, yeah, this looks like it's gonna go down, bro. It's kind of a random fucking level, dude. What the fuck is this, bro? Break and retest up here. A little bit further up. This one looks like it was somewhat respected. This one just kind of looks kind of random. That right there might be a little bit better of a bet, but honestly, it just whipped past it. I would just fucking delete everything off this chart and just go home. Go home. You're drunk, USD CAD. Yeah. I think it's a zone I drew earlier last week. I got to clean it up. Yeah, let me go look at my USD CAD chart. You've shown me yours. I'll show you mine now, bro. Yeah, I think it's gonna go down, bro. The way this is twisted back around so quick, I just feel, bro. I feel like the power of the Lord Jesus Christ is just gonna send the price down here. You'll know it's probably not gonna go if we start stalling here. If it hits this area and starts bouncing and starts going sideways and failing, then I'd probably get out. But if you just have another like bear closure straight through there, that'll probably get broken. This low is probably not going to be a big deal because it wasn't really a major low. It's just like a liquidity spike below this major zone right here. That's the kind of the reference point. So yeah, looks to me like it's going to go down, mate. So if you, you know, if you like, you can just trade it. You can trade some trades, mate. Yeah, it's going to go down, mate. Take some trades. Thank you, bro. May Jesus Christ guide us then. Thanks. You're welcome, man. Lord and Savior Jesus Christ will guide us through these tumultuous waters. Blessed is his name. Glory unto thee. Thy chart will be done. Is that how I say it? Thy will be done. Thy chart will be done. Thy move will be completed. This fucking Euro CAD thing. Kicking myself for not entering.
It wasn't an uptrend.
Yeah, it was in an uptrend. I thought this was way too fucking overextended. It really like thought that was fucking crazy. No lower lows, just lower highs and another rocket up. Bunch of probably liquidations above here. And then finally last night, this was good. It had a pop upwards, failed, came back, and then when it cracked the low, I probably would have entered had I caught it in time, but by the time I was looking at it, it was already like ripping down.
Maybe it'll retest.
Yeah, I've got the alert sitting right there. So if it does, it'll be cool. I'll take like a sell or some shit like that, something. But yeah, right here. Nah. Plus, you always run the risk of it just like doing some shit like that. Just going back into the uptrend.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, technically the uptrend is not broken until that low is broken, right?
Yeah.
Previous one.
Yeah, you see, this is why I pray, Sebastian. I pray. Just pray I don't lose all my money.
You'll be fine. Your risk is so small. You'll be okay.
Yeah. That's what Bonnie likes. She looks at my risk and she's like, show me your risk. And it's like small. And she's like, wow, it's so small. And then she's like, show me the profits. And I'm like, here's the profits, baby. And she's like, oh my God, Nick, the profits are so big. And I'm like, yeah, big profits, small stops.
Yeah.
Trying to go golfing today. I pull out my phone. It says excessive heat warning, and it will be 106 degrees today.
Wait, you're serious? You're gonna go golfing?
I wanted to go.
Why would you go outside?
I don't know, bro. I'm sick and tired of being inside, man. I'm so used to being outside, running around.
You're not a real introvert.
Quentin
I kick
says,
you out of the introvert club.
yeah, I'm a situational extrovert. So most of the time I'm an introvert, but every now and then, should the tides turn in my favor, I'll be an extrovert. But yeah, most of the time I'm an introvert. Quentin says, move to Amersfoort where I live. Always cold as fuck. Sweet, bro. Yeah, ideally it'd be somewhere that's not freezing cold, but not scalding hot either. Like, look at what my fucking phone says. Look at this bullshit. The heat index will be like 106 today. I sent you this, Quentin. Excessive heat warning, and there's an air quality warning as well. That's what the one more is. It's an air quality warning. So the air's shit and it's too hot and there's a fucking warning. Tomorrow, bro, 109 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if y'all children understand how hot that is. It's 42.7. It's almost 43 degrees Celsius. Yeah.
It was boiling.
Caleb, you're flying to Austin, bro. Fuck Austin right now, dude. I stopped going to Austin during the summer back in 2021. After that summer, dude, I just couldn't do it, man. My balls were always so sweaty, hanging to the fucking floor. And it's humid as fuck there, dude. It just gets so goddamn hot. 105, 110 is the index on average during the past few summers. I mean, it is just like humid as fuck. You cannot go outside without getting like sticky immediately. Like within a few minutes, you're like sticky. And then within 10 to 15 minutes of actually being out there and walking around, you're sweating. You're just sweating and you're covered in sweat. And you got to go, do that. 45 degrees this weekend here in GR. Is GR, where's that? Where's GR? What are we talking about? Greece. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. When you're at the beach, all is good. Yeah. If you can get the air, and the water. For fuck's sake. 37. Oh, I would kill to have 37 degrees, bro. 37 would be great. What's 37? Oh, wait. Oh, it's still 100 degrees. Yeah, that's actually still pretty hot. I would kill for it to even just be 90 degrees. That's 32 degrees Celsius. Like if I could even just have it be 90, like I know that's still pretty fucking hot, but like still. Caleb says, bro, it was wildly humid in Nashville this week, plus foggy due to air quality. Felt heavy to breathe after 2 minutes outside. Bring on winter. Yeah, bro, my brother lives in Nashville. He lives in East Nashville. He's a music producer there. And yeah, he tells me the same shit. It's fucking humid. And then it's like the fucking like air and like the layers of smog. And you feel nasty going outside. Oh my God, bro. Quentin says, I might be in Texas next year. Got invited to 2 weddings there. Sounds like I don't need to wear any clothes. Yeah, just wear like a Speedo. Just wear some underwear and just walk around, bro. That's like all you'll be able to bear if you're here for the summer.
Make sure you get some sunscreen. You're going to be exposing yourself. I tell you guys about my roofer uncle.
No, you didn't.
My uncle used to be a roofer. He's now passed away.
Mm-hmm.
But he spent most of his life just roofing, and he was so tan that, I mean, it never went away. It was like permanently in his skin. Imagine this white guy being just straight up almost. I remember every time I looked at him, I was so surprised he could even get so tan,
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that tan after a while it just doesn't go away. It was equally as dark in the winter as it was in the summer.
Interesting.
Yeah, I never thought that was possible. I guess because being tan is just your body's trying to react to the sun, you know, by
Yeah.
producing some pigment or whatever. I guess for him it just became permanent. It was just permanently producing that pigment. It's the weirdest thing.
Got that melanin.
Is that what it's called?
It's the pigment that makes your skin darker. Melanin.
Yeah, yeah. So I was just saying, if you're gonna go and run around buck naked, you might end up like my uncle, just permanently tan.
Permanently tan.
It's bouncing off, man. It's still in an uptrend.
Yeah, I keep telling myself that.
Well, technically, that double top, you know, that structure was broken slightly.
Yeah. Amherst 4 looks nice, Quentin. Hope you have a good rest of the day. What were you gonna say, Sebastian?
I was saying, what's the technical name for that little M shape in a double top?
I have no clue what technical terms are. I use stupid terms like fucky wucky, and it looks like it's fixing to fucking take a shit. It's all sorts of bullshit.
I think it's called a neck or something, or neckline or something funny.
Head and shoulders. You ever tried to use this head and shoulders tool thing?
What is that?
It's like a tool for the head and shoulders pattern.
What's a head and shoulders pattern?
Bro, you playing with me, right?
I only trade one pattern. I have no idea.
It's like a reversal pattern where price tries to break the previous high, but then it kind of fakes out and comes back in.
Oh, okay. So it's like a double top with a little spike up.
Exactly.
Yeah, I could trade it.
So it's like that's the left shoulder, that's the head, and that's the right shoulder, and then it makes the neckline for you.
Oh.
So when it breaks the neckline, you sell.
Huh. That's awesome. It has little labels.
Head and shoulder pattern, sir. We've got the fucking cipher pattern. We've got all this fucking crazy bullshit, this mystical
The heck?
fucking like Zen candle pattern, the fucking feng shui bearish pattern of truth and justice, ancient Japanese chart art methodology. Oh, Caleb,
Japanese.
Yeah.
The Japanese would make a new chart methodology. They're so smart.
Yeah, actually, no, that would make a lot of sense if they did. Be like some sort of a feng shui chart pattern. Caleb, that's cool. You live in the Gulch, bro. My brother lives right there in East Nashville, off of Harwood Drive. Living over there in fucking Harwood, man. Oh man, I'm gonna fucking unalive myself. Zero cat shit just continuing to go. All right, I'm gonna abandon Euro AUD. I don't know about that. Beat the shit out of AUD USD if it starts going back down again. Actually, you know, AU could still be good. Probably maybe EU instead. It looks like this is still sort of the origination for the potential move. If it cracks this low, I'll consider this. Pretty much just because it has way more room to open up. there's no really clear support resistance that was down here. So if it starts cracking the lows, maybe something like this. And that'd be a pretty easy target to hit. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for this. I'm gonna probably have to just kiss EuroCAD goodbye. It was nice knowing you, girl. I'm so sorry I couldn't trade you. Meanwhile, Tesla's trying to turn back up. Double bottom. See some other shit. Carvana. %, 14%. If Mark is still in these. I'm gonna stop recording here. I mean, we've been going long enough. I'm gonna stop recording.